Well, with City Council pretty much chopped in half, we are now getting a look at how things could operate under the new 25-ward structure. So in a list of recommendations out today, it's calling for fewer committees and more public representation in lieu of councillors. But how will all of this affect you, the taxpayer, and will it translate into the $25 million in savings that's being projected by the province?
I don't know if we'll be able to dig down enough in these committees the way they're set up, but we're going to have to.
As it stands right now, there are 7 standing committees, including Public Works and Infrastructure, Parks and Environment, and Licensing and Standards. The recommendations are calling for a streamline, clumping 7 committees into 4. Longtime City Councillor Paula Fletcher tells me the dynamics will be interesting and making decisions could be more challenging.
We are going to have 4 committees, and some of them are strange bed partners. So we have licensing and standards and government management. Government management is very staid, and you deal with large contracts, policy, and then licensing and standards where you're dealing with taxis, animals, and we've even had pole dancers in this committee. So to me, we'll see how that one works out. And councillors are going to have to be multi-interested. We have to make sure we have robust debates and we can really look into things.
Councillors could also be pulled off some important boards. The TTC, Toronto Zoo, and accessibility boards could shed 2 councillors. The Toronto Community Housing Board of Directors would lose 1, and the C&E Association would lose 11 councillors.
Where we remove some of these people, we'll have council appoint public people to there, and there'll be a process for that. So there'll be a screening process. So there'll at least be more public representation on these boards, not less.
Okay, so walls are going to be cut down.
Walls are going to be cut down, doors are going to be moved, computers are going to be moved around, all sorts of work is going to be done.
Well, the offices at City Hall haven't been touched yet. I'm told that walls could soon be coming down to make bigger office spaces. Councillor Josh Matlow says it's very likely that councillors will be doubling their staff and office budgets now that they have double the constituents.
Well, the current staff allowance is I believe $240,000, and so it could go up to $480,000.
Premier Ford going into this was saying, we're going to save $25 million over 4 years. Do you see that savings being realistic?
Well, that was never realistic to begin with.
According to City Hall, how the province calculated the $25 million in savings over 4 years has not yet been explained. The city says, as described in the report, if council makes no changes to councillors' office and staff budgets or council's overall budget, there would be an estimated savings of $7.4 million in 2019.
All of this is a new challenging experience, and the fact that they are saying, well, I don't know where we're going to get the money from, there'll be public scrutiny under that, and there are different ways to do it, and this is the way they're going to have to look at it.
I guess we'll have to wait and see what those savings are.
Absolutely, and I think, as public servants, they're going to want to hopefully do as much as they can to keep the expenses down, and it's we'll see what happens.
Now, renovations are already underway in council chambers to reconfigure council seating plan, increase budgets, and these new governing recommendations will be debated and voted on next week.